Oh, it's a beautiful day. The panel that you see in the foreground here, this one, it's got kind of a little bit of shade on it. The one behind it's got full sun. But it's, I got it hooked up. I got it hooked up and it's making 3 amps. And the batteries have come up to right there, almost 28 volts. And the little green light's on the Coleman Air. And I got her all wired in there. Looking good. Put me a shunt. Everything all wired up, little controller board. I think I paid like $55 for mine years ago. Now they're about $59, I think. But, this is old school here. It's great for wind, and you got a diversion load, and it can divert the load to a heater or something grid tie. But anyway, when she gets up to about 28.5 volts, this thing should start dumping, and a little red light will come on right there. But I'll come back because it looks like it's going to take it a bit. Only charging at 3 amps. Might be about 5 minutes. Alright, I'll come back. Well, the panels are in the shade right now because the pine tree's shading them. It's making like 3 amps. And then it's got the batteries up to just almost pushing 28 volts. I'll come back. I think it clicks off. Last I looked at it, about 28.5 or something like that. I got a little disconnect for my solar panels, and it's not wired in. It's just sitting. It's just sitting on the box here. Roosters are fighting. They like doing it. It's fun for them. When I first hooked up, my relay was not working, but I have extras. You can get them at the auto parts store or also from Coleman Air. And on the internet, you can order them. I don't know how much they are. $10, $12, something like that. The ones at the auto parts store, the plug-ins may not be in the same arrangement. So that's why I buy them off Coleman Air, so I can just plug it in. I mean, they're probably cheaper at the auto parts store, maybe for a few bucks. I don't know, but I'd rather just be able to just plug it in. It plugs in right here, and the wires are color coded, and it's in the right arrangement, so that's why I use them, because they're already in the right spots. And I'm gonna double this because I'm gonna use 2 solar tractors, so I got another relay, and I have to set the wires on top of these, so I have 2 sets of wires going in there. But it looks like it's going to be a while. It wouldn't be if the sun was shining on. It'd come right up. Alright, I'll come back. Yeah, so I was going to put 2 relays on it, because this one they said, would take 30 amps, but actually it'll take 40. But they don't want you to max it out all the time and get real warm. But it'll last longer if you just put 30 in it. But 2 of these on here and double them up, and then I can do twice that. And then I can run my other solar tracker on here too. It makes a lot of power with just one 3-panel deal. My goal is putting in 8 amps, but see, the batteries are almost full. So, and the sun was shining right on. But if the batteries are low, or if I turn this inverter on, it's drawing a load, it'd probably draw more like 20 amps. But 21 maybe. 22, who knows. Depending on how low the batteries are, they'll accept more. It'll accept more energy, electricity. But right now they're almost full, so they're only taking about 2-3 amps. And the sun's really not shining on to kind of pump it up real hard there. But it was taking an 8 this morning when the sun was shining directly on them. But now it's shining through the tree, so it's going to be a while. Dadgone it. I'll be back. Oh, it just got through dumping. Did you hear it click? It was just a little bit past 28. That's alright. I didn't really get to see it, but that was close enough. These things, they go off a lot. And I've had them to overcharge my batteries before on my Optimus and killed one of them. But it'll be a little bit harder to kill these golf carts because they're not just vented. They got caps on them. I mean, the gas can get out, but you can fill them back up with some more distilled water, so they're not going to die. Anyway, I might have been able to save those Optimus. I didn't know that. It's dumping. It has speaking of dumping, it has a black wire right here. Uh-oh, did you hear it? It quit. So now it's charging back up. But anyway, I think this black wire, I'm not sure, I have to read the instructions. But I think that's it though, is the dump wire. And you could hook it up to another set of batteries or something. Or a grid tie. They're really pretty cool, especially for dumping a load. Alright, well, I think I bored y'all enough with this Coleman Air charge controller, but you can clearly see that it's putting in a charge. It keeps coming up to about a little bit more than 28 volts, and then it dumps. So it's working good, I think. I like it. It's kind of old. It's pretty much old school. It's got a car relay in it, and you can add more for more amps. I think you can have 4 of these for 24 volts. But if you do 4, you got to get a bigger heatsink for this. But you can do 2 with this same heatsink right here. But anyway, I could probably make a heatsink that would fit on that. Yeah, I'm sure I could. Okay, well, thanks for watching. I think I bored y'all enough with the Coleman Air charge controller. It works great. I mean, it can handle the loads, and it doesn't have diodes though to block it. Not I'll have to unplug the batteries till I get some diodes to block the solar panels from draining the juice out of the batteries. But that's about it. Thanks for watching. It's at 28.6. It could pop over any time. There it went. That's just perfect. Right there in that area. That's just right. I got it on about the first try. How could I ever do that again? Alright, see, it kicked out. If the diversion load was, the jumper was set up, I could be charging another battery or something, but it's not, so. And it's not going anywhere. Or I could hook it into a grid tie. But it's dumping now to nowhere. It's just open. Alright, thanks for watching.